Hello and how are yous? A huge important announcement today. Me, Jimmy Jests, am officially announcing my candidature for the local elections 2019. Yes, I am putting my head on the block, my arse in the line and dipping me toe in the water. So if you want to vote for me, this is what you should do. Vote number 1, Jimmy Jests. Sure you might as well. I'm full of promises. Yes, indeed. I have a full manifesto. Here it is. It's available to purchase at $29.99. If you want 2 of them, you can buy them for the cheaper price of $59.98 or get them on my website. Now, I am going on the manifesto. Some of the items I am listing is no to posters. No more election posters. I am totally against them. They're bad for the environment, etc., etc. And to prove my dedication to no posters, I have ordered 1,800 posters showing my disapproval of posters. So here you are. Jimmy Jests says no one should put up posters. You'll see these all around the area and showing my commitment to no posters. Instead of posters, I will be standing whenever I get an opportunity. You will see me in person at a roundabout, up a telegraph pole, outside your church, outside your school, or at a roundabout in a strategic location in a community nearby. So I will do that, and I will be available then to talk to. A talking poster, if you like. Other policies I have is councillors all to receive a 40% pay increase immediately. This will mean you will get the best candidates in the country, not your monkeys or your cowboys or your cowgirls currently on the hustings, but you will get quality like me. And don't worry about me. I'll put somebody else to mind the farm, and I'll get somebody in the shop to mind that in the pub, and undertaking business, I'll deal with that myself. Other items on my agenda would be ATM. ATM crime is a huge problem. So I propose that we disguise all ATM machines as confessional boxes, and not one criminal would ever go near a confessional box. I also am proposing that all dogs and cats out in public should wear nappies. They'll be called dappies for dogs and cappies for cats. Also, running is a huge issue now, people keeping fit out on the public roadways and pathways, and there is a lot of perspiring from these people, which is causing slip hazards on footpaths. So all runners will be required by law to wear sponges in any area which may perspire. Foreheads, underarms, etc., etc. I also propose that all teenagers under the age of 20, 19 included, should be fitted, their phones should be fitted with a zapper and trapper. Now this is a device which, if they are outside away from their home by 10 o'clock on summer nights, 9 o'clock during the winter, then their phone will give off and distribute an electric shock to the person while holding the phone. This electric shock can only be deactivated by returning to their place of residence, and their parents or guardians will have to deactivate the electric shock. And this will continue until the morning time at 7 o'clock. So that will keep teenagers at bay. I also propose that any dubs who have moved down to the country, if you, during the Celtic Tiger, a lot of this happened, that you will be required to take a rural language course. There is too much Dublin accents being heard on our streets in rural communities, and they will be required to speak just like the rural community. Other issues now that I have to deal with is turf. It's a major issue in my life. Turf will be allowed to be used as a currency in all shops down the countryside, if desired to do that. I won't be canvassing, because I don't think I should be wasting your time, and similarly, when I get elected, I hope you won't be wasting my time, because I really don't have time to be dealing with problems such as housing, health, homelessness, items like that. I have much more important things to deal with when elected. So I won't be canvassing, won't be wasting your time, and please God you'll reciprocate and not waste mine when I am elected. Other items, that's nearly... Oh yes! another issue. A lot of local towns now have suffered from, decline in commercial areas, but I am going to try and improve the landscape and of communities by hiring local people who have time on their hands, maybe some volunteers, to stand around at towns at various times in the day, smiling and laughing and looking like they're having the best time in the world. And any passing tourists or potential tourists will see that this is a great place to be around, and they will hopefully stop and have a cup of tea if there is anywhere in the area for them to have a cup of tea. Ghost estates, they will all be referred to as VPHs from now on, or vulture potential housing. So any vultures that want to come down and take the housing in our local communities, come ahead, we have plenty of them for you. I think that's all. I was going to propose extending every parish boundary by 2 miles and giving an acre of ground to every citizen of the parish boundaries. That may be an issue I'll have to work on if I go for Chuck the Doll in the future. But for now, it's Jimmy Jests going on in your community. So please vote number 1, Jimmy Jests. Sure, you might as well. He's full of promises. And remember, no one should put up election posters. Hope to see you on the 24th at your local polling station. Number 1, Jimmy Jests.